Global warming in public schools is a form of brainwashing.
So Obama's talking about all of this with the global warming and that, and a lot of it's a hoax. It's a hoax. I mean, it's a money-making industry, okay? It's a hoax.
I know there are some out there, probably a couple hundred people, who actually believe that the world's coming to an end and global warming is, man-made global warming is going to cause it. So I just want to give them the assurance, if they're right and we are wrong, it still is not going to reduce, but it would increase CO2 emissions. They don't understand. You know, God's still up there, and there's a reason.
Of national attention, and in case we have forgotten, because we keep hearing that 2014 has been the warmest year on record, I asked the chair, you know what this is? It's a snowball, and that's just from outside here. So it's very, very cold out, very unseasonal. So here, Mr. President, catch this.
What we have here, and the hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars that we're talking about, is all based on the idea that CO2 is heating our planet. And this theory, which we have to all understand, pushing this theory, this administration, is basically by putting such an emphasis on it, being willing to sign agreements that put enormous power in the hands of global decision makers instead of just American decision makers, as well as have a tremendous impact on jobs especially in the coal industry, where we're talking about tens of thousands of jobs that are being lost. I mean, I'm very happy to hear we're trying to do something to help them come through a crisis when men and women who have earned a living and supported their families, all of them are now just being thrown out because of a theory.
Weren't coming. Global warming is silly. It's not a serious issue. Warmer is healthier, and warmer is more pleasant, and that's why states like Arizona keep gaining population rapidly.
There are benefits to global warming. Cold-related deaths will actually decrease considerably.
And if you've seen the ads that we ran about a year ago, which we produced in-house on this global warming, where our essential contention is carbon dioxide, they call it pollution, we call it life.
And nobody is stronger and nuclear than I am. It's the biggest single problem that this world has, not global warming. You know, Obama said the biggest problem we have is global warming. And by the way, it's supposed to be 70 degrees today. It's freezing here. Speaking of global warming, we need some global warming. It's freezing. Man. In fact, this is a record cold spell on the whole big section of the United States. It's not just Rochester. The whole big section is like record cold. And I keep hearing about global warming. Now they'll say, he doesn't understand. This is a worldwide problem. Oh, no, I don't understand. Let's do IQ tests.
I would note this chart on the right, which shows for the last 18 years that there's been no significant warming whatsoever.
I do not believe that human activity is causing these dramatic changes to our climate the way these scientists are portraying it.
If you look at the satellite data, we actually have had no significant warming since 1998. Actually, no warming. We've been cooling in recent years.
If you actually believe that global warming is the biggest problem we face, you're the dumbest son of a bitch on the planet.
The reality is a lot of climatologists believe that the science is not settled.
Global warming is illusory. We're actually going through a period of global cooling.
It's easier to believe in a benevolent God, the baby Jesus, than it is in some kind of theory about global warming.
The weather balloons around the world show no warming of the atmosphere in the last 25 years.
Would you give up all that industrialization? Would you give up all the productivity that's brought us, all the lives it has saved over the last 100 years so that the temperature would rise 0.5% or 1%?
Global warming is the greatest hoax ever perpetrated on the American people. There are some people who are so arrogant to think that they are so powerful they can change climate. Man can't change climate.